What's up, you guys? Welcome back for another Into the Shop. Except today we're not in the shop. It is way too nice outside. Weather's starting to drop. There's no humidity. Beautiful water out here. Blue skies. So I decided to take it out on the dock today. We've got a really cool episode that I'm excited to talk about. And we're going to start talking about some new products. So this is typically the time of the year, a couple months after ICAST, as we get ready to roll into the next year, which this one's coming up is going to be 26. This is typically when you tend to see a lot of new baits and modifications of baits start showing up from a lot of these companies. Today we're going to focus on 3 baits that I'm super excited of that are coming from Berkley. They're all baits that we've carried in the store, just a little bit different of a modification for them. So we're going to be talking about right here the Berkley Shallow Money Badger. This one I'm really excited about, the new Berkley Finisher 10. And this one's a little different. We're going to start off talking about this one, but this one here is the Berkley Vibe. Super excited about this bait. I'm excited to get our colors here in the store. I'm really excited to get them out and test them out on the water a little bit more. So let's just get right into it here with the Berkley Vibe. This is the bait right here. Try and hold it so you can see all angles of it. It's got a built-in hook, built-in weight. This one here is a 3-inch, 3/8 of an ounce, so perfect for anyone that's fishing out on the lake, any current breaks in the river or anything like that. But as you guys can see, it's a soft plastic. It's got a really soft tail here, good action. But the way it fishes is it's got the weight right here, and it fishes like a lipless crank. So any of you that have fished that lipless crank, it's going to give you that really hard rattle. As you lift it up, it's going to rattle. It's got a very quick drop, kind of darts all over the place on the drop. But this is going to be a really nice bait. Berkley's done a really good job of coming up with some super realistic colors. This one here especially is the fathead, or I'm sorry, the black nose shiner. But a beautiful looking bait, as you can tell. Nice durable hook. We're going to have these especially in the 3/8 ounce size. We might get them a little bit bigger as well, but as soon as you get bigger, the profile of the bait gets a little bit bigger. I think this here is perfect. But we are super excited to get these out. They come in a 3-pack. They used to make, and they still do make, it's called the Berkley Switch, which is just a single little, I don't even know, a spear tail bait, I guess, basically. It's not a paddle, it's not a split tail. But with this new Berkley Vibe, you're going to get that lipless action where it's going to rattle side to side, and then you also get a nice little split tail look on it. Just a super realistic bait. Something that I don't think we're going to use all the time, but I think in certain situations can be a really, really good bait to use, and I definitely think it's going to be a player out here, so that's exciting. The next bait we're going to talk about is one that I'm really excited about. I got to use it quite a bit a little while ago, and it's the Berkley Finisher 10. So the Berkley Finisher 10, when I fished the National Walleye Tour in Alpena, I was fortunate enough to fish with Chase Parsons. For those of you that know, they do the Next Bite TV. They're really big with pure fishing in Berkley. We threw this bait all day. Now, the Berkley Finisher 10, we already have finishers. They've been a really good bait, very popular bait all over the Great Lakes. Lake Huron, Saginaw Bay. I know it's Lake Huron. Saginaw Bay, Lake Erie, Lake St Clair has been really good for us. So it's been a really, really good bait, especially a forward-facing bait in clear water. I think this one is just going to be an absolute hit. This here is the 1-ounce version, but it does not fish like a 1 ounce at all. The only time it ever feels like a 1 ounce is when you're throwing it on a cast. It's very, very accurate. It doesn't feel like you're casting a 1 ounce, but when you throw it, there's very little wind reaction to it. We fished this bait anywhere from 20 foot of water out to 80 foot of water. Now, granted, we were fishing suspended fish, and we were out in that 80 foot. We were chasing those fish in about 35 foot. But this bait right here, you can cast on a line directly to those fish that you're looking for on that spot, and the bait gets down there quick enough, not too quick to where it shoots down past their face, but it does get down there quick enough where you can get right in the strike zone and keep that bait there. And if the fish is chasing as the bait's coming up, if you open the bail, this thing will just shoot down. Typically, the fish would follow it right down, and they would crush it on the way down. So we're super excited for this Berkley Finisher 10. We literally just got these in the store yesterday, but I'm really looking forward to getting these out there and getting them in people's hands and continuing to try them. I think the bigger profile is going to help. I think you can work them a little bit slower than you would those smaller baits. I think you don't need to, rip them quite as much. Now, you guys are asking, since it's a 1-ounce bait, what are we going to throw this on? We legitimately threw this on a 7-foot medium fast all day. 2,500 and 3,000 size reels. The 3,000 size reel just gives you more line capacity. But this bait right here, guys, keep an eye out for it. I think you're going to see it take home a couple championship or a couple tournament wins next year. I think you're going to see a lot of guys start throwing these, especially if you like forward-facing sonar. But another thing that I like about this bait that I was talking with Chase about, and even the Berkley rep, but What I like about this bait is you don't have to have forward facing to throw this bait. This is a really good bait that you can count down. It's easy to count down. On your first cast, you'll cast it out, count it down, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Count it down until it gets down into the bottom or into the weeds. Once you know what that drop is, you can really start to tune in. Where you want to get this bait, and if you know that there's fish around, you don't need forward-facing sonar for this bait. This is just really similar to like if you guys have ever thrown a spy bait or a Rapala countdown. Throw it down, count it down, and then just retrieve it back. And when you're retrieving it back, don't give it those big, even though it represents a glide bait, don't give them those big pops. It's just a little too much for this bait. What the fish want with these here is just work it constantly as you're slowly reeling, and just keep constantly twitching it, because what you're getting is it's darting side to side, small little darts. You don't want anything super major unless those fish are extremely aggressive or you're really focusing on that reaction bite, but just little pops as you're reeling it in, and just let that thing dart side to side. Give it a little pause every now and then. It'll stop, sink, pop it again. And a lot of times when you, after that pause and you start popping it again, you can kind of get that fish to trigger. So we're super excited about the Finisher 10s. We've got them in 10 fish catching colors, and I believe more on the way. But even if you just want to come check these things out, we've got a sample here at the store where you can check it out, feel it. But yeah, super excited about this bait right here. And the third bait we're going to talk about, an unsung hero, is the shallow money badger. So the Berkley money badger has been a really good bait for us. I know it's not very popular out there, but it's been an incredible bait, especially the deeper diving money badger. Has been a really good bait, not only for trolling walleyes, but casting walleyes, casting smallmouth bass, and in this part of the country, it's a really good bait for trolling salmon. Early in the spring, when you're trolling those cohos with the Atlantics and the steelhead, the money badger's been a killer bait. Well, we're super excited for this one, because this here, we've got one out of the pack, is the shallow. It's got a much shallower bill. You'll notice the bill's made of a completely different material. It's super durable. You can't bend it. It's not going to bust off on rocks. And the reason I'm really excited for this bait here is two reasons. One, casting the shallow flats and even the rock piles literally that are sitting behind me. These square bills get away of a lot of snags because they run face down. They'll dig into the rocks here, and with the hooks leaning back, they typically don't snag. So I'm really excited to cast this thing for smallmouth. I'm actually going to be taking it out tomorrow, so hopefully you see some photos. There may be even some short video clips on that. But I think it's going to be a really good bait for smallmouth. If you find walleye shallow, I guarantee it catches them. It's got a really good wobble to them. It's got a loud, I know you can hear that. It's got a nice loud rattle to it. So we're super excited to be throwing this, but I think this here as well, when you're up here on the St. Clair River or lower Lake Huron, or even over on the west side, if you're one of those guys that does that shallow west side bite, Michigan City, St. Joe, stuff like that, these are going to be a game changer. You don't have to really add anything to it. They're going to run high in the water column. They've got a max diving depth of 7 feet. I think they're going to be closer to that 4 to 5 foot range if you're trolling them. But the action that we got off this when we were testing it off the dock, and we were even testing it out in that clear water, wide wobble, loud knock. I mean, it's kind of an obnoxious bait, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. We've got it in 5 fish catching colors here at the store. And again, I believe more on the way. So anyway, guys, that's my little spiel for today. These are 3 Berkley products that we're super excited about. We've brought them into the store. We've tried them. We've tested them. We've used them, aside from this one here still. The money badger, but the vibe and the finisher are really good. The shallow money badger has had some really, really good reviews coming out of production and everything, so I'm looking forward to getting it into your guys' hands so you guys can let us know how it is, as well as me getting it out there and fishing. But this probably won't be the only video of new product coming in. As new product kind of rolls in, we'll continue to kind of bundle it together and do some of these some of these product reviews, I guess, but they're not even really reviews. They're more like product highlights. I just want to show you guys kind of what's coming in, what we've got going on. It's always fun to hear about the new stuff, because there's always new stuff coming. So just something to kind of get you excited for this fall bite coming up. Again, we're sitting out here right now. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm in this nice hoodie. What is it, probably 55, 60 degrees out. It's just got me thinking fall. We woke up this morning coming into the shop. It was 46 degrees, so it's got me thinking fall. Water temps have already dropped about 3-4 degrees, so we're right around 70. I'd like to be closer to like 65 before we really start seeing the walleye producing, but the smallmouth fishing has been incredible. which means I need to get this bait out there, and really put this thing to the test. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining in. If you made it to the end of the video, guys, please subscribe down below. Hit the like button. That's fantastic. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think, or let me know if you're excited about any of these new products. But please, please subscribe. We're continuing to try and grow this channel. It makes it a lot easier to post consistent videos and stay up on this. When you guys are engaged and you guys are subscribing, it just shows us that you guys are taking in that content. Because if you guys aren't taking in the content, or you don't like our content, then we can focus our time somewhere else. But it seems like you guys like these videos. So if you can, help support the channel. It means the world to us. And we'll see you guys next time on the Hook One Fishing channel. That's weird. I wanted to say the Hook One Pod. We'll see you guys next week on the Hook One channel.